Today I want to tell you that there is something you have in your kitchen right now that costs practically nothing, and that has the power to make your fruit plants explode in production. I'm talking about a lot of fruit, flowers everywhere, plants completely loaded. The secret? Rice powder. That's right, that little white powder from regular rice. It sounds crazy, but science perfectly explains why this works so well. Tomato plants loaded, pepper plants full, lemon trees producing non-stop, all with just 1 spoon of this magical powder. Organic growers have used this trick for years and keep it as a professional secret. Today you will discover everything. Why it works, how to make the powder correctly, how to apply it to get abundant harvests. Stay until the end and get ready to have the most productive garden in the neighborhood. Let's go. First, let's understand what this miraculous rice powder is. Rice powder is simply raw rice ground until it becomes a fine powder, almost like flour. But it's not just any flour, it's a concentrated nutritional arsenal that plants love. Rice is one of the most complete foods on the planet, full of complex carbohydrates, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. And when you turn rice into powder and put it in the soil, magic happens. Carbohydrates, explosive energy. Rice powder is extremely rich in starch and carbohydrates. When you put this powder in the soil, beneficial microorganisms in the earth, good bacteria and fungi, literally feed on these carbohydrates. And do you know what happens? These microorganisms multiply like crazy. An explosion of life in the soil. These microorganisms do incredible things for your plants. They break down organic matter and turn it into available nutrients. Fix nitrogen from the air, the most important nutrient for growth. Produce natural hormones that stimulate flowering and fruiting. Protect roots against pathogenic fungi. And dramatically increase the root's ability to absorb water and nutrients. It's like you're turbocharging the soil with billions of tiny invisible helpers working 24 hours a day to feed your plants. Phosphorus, the king of fruits. Rice contains bioavailable phosphorus. Phosphorus is essential for flowering and fruiting. Without enough phosphorus, flowers fall before turning into fruits, fruits stay small and deformed. With abundant phosphorus from rice powder, your plants will produce huge, perfect fruits in large quantity. Potassium, the natural sweetener. Rice powder provides potassium, a mineral that improves fruit quality. Potassium makes fruits sweeter, tastier, with more intense colors and longer shelf life. Your tomatoes become redder and sweeter, your oranges juicier. B-complex vitamins. Rice is rich in B vitamins, especially B1, thiamine. These vitamins stimulate root growth and improve plant metabolism. Plants with accelerated metabolism grow faster, flower more, and produce more fruits. Amino acids, the building blocks. Rice contains essential amino acids that plants use to build proteins. Proteins are necessary for everything in the plant: cell growth, flower formation, fruit development. More amino acids mean more production capacity. The most incredible part? All of this is 100% natural and practically free. 1 kilogram of rice costs very little and yields a lot of fertilizer powder. Making rice powder is super simple, but there are a few tricks to maximize results. Basic method: pure rice powder. Take regular white rice, raw. It can be the cheapest rice, it works perfectly. You don't need much, 1 cup of rice yields plenty of powder. Put the rice in a blender, food processor, or coffee grinder. Blend at high speed until it turns into a fine powder, almost like flour. The finer, the better. This makes decomposition and absorption by plants easier. Blend for about 2 to 3 minutes until very fine. Done. Your rice powder is ready. Store it in a sealed container in a dry place. It will last for months. Enhanced method: fermented rice powder, super powerful. Want to multiply the results? Make fermented rice powder. This method is used by professional growers and the results are impressive. Take 1 cup of raw rice and soak it in 1 liter of water for 24 hours. The water will become whitish, full of nutrients. Do not throw this water away. After 24 hours, drain the rice, save the water. Place the moist rice in an open container, cover it with a cloth, and let it ferment in a cool place for 3 to 5 days. You'll notice a slightly sour smell. That's good, it means it's fermenting. After fermentation, dry the rice in the sun or in the oven at low temperature. Then grind it into powder. This fermented powder is turbocharged. Fermentation breaks down complex compounds, making everything easier to absorb, and multiplies beneficial microorganisms. The soaking water? Use it to water your plants. It's full of dissolved nutrients and natural growth hormones. Now the most important part: how to apply it correctly to get abundant harvests. For fruit plants in pots or garden beds, use 1 tablespoon of rice powder per plant. Spread the powder around the plant, keeping a distance of 5 centimeters from the stem. Lightly mix it into the topsoil, just the first few centimeters. Water well afterward. The water will start dissolving the powder and microorganisms will immediately start working. Repeat the application every 15 days during the growth and flowering phase. When fruits are formed, apply monthly. For tomatoes and peppers, these plants are addicted to constant nutrition. Do this. At planting time, mix 2 tablespoons of rice powder directly into the planting hole. Plant the seedling, then apply 1 tablespoon of rice powder weekly around the plant throughout the entire growth and fruiting phase. Combine with rice tea. Apply the powder to the soil once a week and water with the tea on alternating days. Your tomatoes and peppers will be loaded. Branches full of fruits, abundant production for months. For fruit trees, lemon trees, orange trees, mango trees, guava trees, all love rice powder. Use 1 cup of powder spread around the tree, under the canopy projection. Mix with the surface soil. Water abundantly. Do this monthly. You'll see your trees loaded with fruits like never before. Get ready because the changes are visible and fast. In the first week, you'll notice the leaves becoming greener, more vigorous. The plant looks more alive, healthier. That's nitrogen being fixed by the microorganisms you fed with rice powder. In 2 to 3 weeks, growth accelerates dramatically. The plant becomes fuller, denser, new branches appear. Leaves become large, dark green, and shiny. The difference is impressive. After 1 month, explosion of flowers. Flower buds appear everywhere, in much greater quantity than normal. Flowers become larger, more colorful, more fragrant. And best of all, they do not fall. The phosphorus and hormones produced by microorganisms make flowers set and turn into fruits. Fruit formation. This is where the magic happens. The number of fruits formed is much greater than normal. Plants that produced 10 tomatoes now produce 30. Pepper plants that barely produced become completely loaded. Lemon trees that produced few fruits become heavy with so many lemons. Fruit quality. It's not just quantity, quality also improves enormously. Fruits become bigger, heavier, more colorful, sweeter, tastier. Tomatoes become bright red, firm, juicy. Bell peppers grow huge, with thick walls. Strawberries become sweet and fragrant. Lemons become juicy and aromatic. Extended production. Plants treated with rice powder continue producing for much longer. Instead of producing 1 harvest and stopping, they keep flowering and fruiting for months. It's continuous harvest. Resistance. Well-nourished plants naturally become more resistant to pests and diseases. They have energy to defend themselves. You'll notice far fewer problems with aphids, mealybugs, and fungi. And here's the wonderful part: the soil keeps improving. Microorganisms continue working, making the soil fluffier, richer, more alive. Each application of rice powder makes your soil more fertile. Some final tips for total success: always water well after applying the powder. Water activates the entire process. Without proper water, microorganisms can't work and nutrients aren't released. Don't overdo the amount. More is not better. The recommended measure is perfect. Excess can overly acidify the soil or create an environment too rich that attracts pests. Combine with proper sun and water. Rice powder is powerful, but plants need enough sun, at least 6 hours daily for fruit plants, and regular watering. The powder boosts results but doesn't replace basic care. Store the powder in a dry place. Moist rice powder can mold. Always keep it in a sealed container, in a cool, dry place. Properly stored, it lasts many months. Works for all fruit plants: tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, zucchini, strawberries, eggplants, okra, fruit trees, vines, benefit enormously. Combine with other natural fertilizers. Rice powder works perfectly with worm castings, bone meal, coffee grounds, and eggshells. You can use them all together for even more impressive results. Do tests. If you're unsure, test it first on 1 plant. You'll see the results and then apply it to all. So, excited to have fruit plants exploding with production? Rice powder is truly an incredible secret of organic agriculture. Carbohydrates to feed microorganisms, phosphorus for flowering, potassium for sweet fruits, vitamins for growth, all in 1 magical spoon. Go to the kitchen now, grab your rice, make the powder, and start transforming your plants today. In just a few weeks you'll see the explosion of flowers and fruits happening before your eyes. Share this secret with everyone. Let's create abundant gardens everywhere. Tell me in the comments when your plants start loading up with fruits. See you in the next video, and happy abundant harvests.